Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to your graduation session this afternoon. I just want to explain the procedure regarding taking your photographs with you on stage. Every graduate needs to bring with the following things: yellow cards, fill that out. Those of you don't have, please just raise your hands when I'm done. There are people on the floor. Second thing would be the ID card given out by the institution. You bring that to the stage as well. And then for those who've got hoods, you need to strip it on your left forearm, as I'm explaining to that side. The yellow cards is going to be taken in on your way to the stage. You bring this ticket to the person on the podium. Once you arrive here, you give this over to this person, and then very importantly, you need to find the rubber carpet in front. You need to stand on that rubber carpet. Once you stand on the carpet, the first photograph is going to be taken from the left-hand side, or that'll be in front. And then please proceed to the main functionary. Just want to get the stats right. Certificates, higher certificates, and diplomas. You'll pass there, you get an academic nod from that person, and then you proceed to the banding box. Advanced diplomas and upwards, you will kneel in front of the main functionary to be able to confer your qualification. And then everyone needs to move to the banding box from the far left-hand side of the stage. Again, there's a difference. The certificates and higher certificates, you'll be congratulated there. Just again, look to your left-hand side for the photograph to be done. Diplomas and upwards, you'll provide your sash or hood to the registrar, and then again stand on that middle of that carpet and face straight into the audience. Once that hood moves over your face, or past your chin rather, would be that exact time that photograph is taken again from that same camera. Then please leave the stage. You'll receive a scroll from the right side from the table, lady. And please leave the hall through the first set of glass doors. The third photograph is going to be taken, head and shoulders portrait. And then please proceed to the studio administration to receive the qualification paper. And then be so kind to please move back into the hall to just respect the fact that everyone is still graduating, so that everyone can pass over the stage, and at the end, then you can then leave. This set of photographs are taken of each and every graduate. However, if you want to have that sent to you, either in digital form or prints, then please make an order. Any orders from now on can only be made once this 4:30 session is done. And by that, we mean once the procession has left the stage, you're welcome then to go outside and then look for where to settle that orders with the photographer. Thank you so much.
Good evening and welcome to our Spring 2023 graduation ceremony. We ask that all phones be switched to silent and that all guests remain inside the hall and seated throughout the duration of the ceremony. Please can we rise for the entry of the academic procession? Thank you.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Chief Executive Officer, I constitute this gathering a congregation of Centurion. Please be seated. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let's try again. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. This is the graveyard shift, so we need to participate to keep us all awake. Welcome to the Stadio Spring 2023 graduation ceremony. I said to the graduates this morning, and I'm going to say it again, every time I walk onto this beautiful Centurion campus, and today even more so, seeing all these excited graduates in front of us, I must say, I really feel a sense of pride. I really feel proud to be a South African, and I really feel proud to be part of Stadio. I hope that you all share this sense of pride with me today. Sydney Harris said, the whole purpose of education is to turn mirrors into windows. Malcolm X added to that and said that education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. So graduates, ladies and gentlemen, today is a day of celebration. We are here to celebrate the dedication, the perseverance, and the academic achievements of our graduates. And to bring it back to what Malcolm X said, we are also here to celebrate our graduates as the leaders of tomorrow. But before we continue, please allow me the opportunity to welcome the following people. Firstly, our keynote speaker for this afternoon, Dr. Milton Uwar. Dr. Milton is an international crime lawyer. Dr. Milton, it's a real honor having you here this afternoon, and we really appreciate you being part of the ceremony. Welcome to you, sir. Our executive head distance learning for Stadio, Shariska Klutze. Our heads of schools. We've got 3 of them on the stage this afternoon. Firstly, Professor Philip Stoop from the School of Law. Dr. Gertruida Oosthuizen from the School of Management and Administration. And then Jeanette Smith from the School of Policing. Welcome to you. We also are blessed to have two deputy registrars with us this morning or this afternoon, Gloria Shuri and Tarina Fulju. Welcome to all the academic leaders on stage, as well as all other academic staff and support staff. Welcome to the members of the media, and then a special word of welcome to all the family and friends there at the back of the hall. Our deepest gratitude goes to the family and the friends of our graduates who supported them throughout this journey. Without your support, many of them would not be here today. So graduates, I would like you all to stand up now, turn around, look for your family and friends at the back, and let's acknowledge and thank them for their support. There we go. This then brings me to our VIPs, or should I say VVIPs, the very, very important people, our graduates. Firstly, congratulations. Well done. We are super proud of you. Today is your day. Today is all about you. And today you will also become part of a very selected few. You become part of a selected few South Africans which holds higher education qualifications. With this achievement also comes responsibilities. One of the responsibilities is to apply as well as to share the knowledge and skills that you have gained in your studies or during your studies, to go apply and share it in your workplace and in your communities. Go share the knowledge, the skills that you've learned with members in your workplace as well as in your communities. Graduates, just by doing that, you will make South Africa a better place. But that is for Monday. Today is all about celebration, and you also have permission to celebrate throughout the weekend. Just remember to support Sia and the Springboks on Sunday when they play the French in the Rugby World Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, at Stadio we believe that the only way to change things to the better in South Africa is to give more people access to quality education. As an institution, we do that by following our WWS strategy. Now, what is the WWS strategy? Firstly, widening access, giving more people the opportunity to get into quality higher education. Secondly, alignment with the world of work, ensuring that our programs are sought after and relevant, and that our graduates are sought after in the world of work. And then thirdly, supporting our students to be successful with their studies. We believe that our graduates are equipped with the necessary skills to navigate the complexities of our ever-changing world. And they are ready to make a positive contribution to this beautiful country of ours. I want to conclude by saying that Stadio is a new vision in higher education. Now, to make that claim, you need to do things different. And we do that at Stadio. We do not see our students as mere customers who register with us, obtain a qualification, and then leave. No, our students are part of the Stadio community. They become part of our Stadio family. We are the only institution in South Africa, and I still stand to be corrected, the only institution in the world that offer our postgraduates, after completing their postgraduate degrees, shares in the institution. So how does that work? All those who obtain postgraduate qualifications this afternoon, this is now honors, masters, and doctorate degrees, will not just receive their degree certificates, but they will also receive their share certificate. And that would make them shareholders and co-owners of this institution. Let's give them a nice round of applause. So with that good news, ladies and gentlemen, I want you all now to sit back, relax, and enjoy this joyous occasion with us. Welcome to you.
Thank you, Mr. Forster, our CEO of Stadio. I know that you've made us feel welcome, and I know that we are going to enjoy the proceedings this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon it's my privilege and my honor to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Milton Uwar. And I had a look at his autobiography. Amazing. So let me highlight a couple of things about Dr. Milton. Dr. Milton Uwar is an all-round society-conscious international criminal lawyer. He holds a Doctor of Laws, like we call it the LLD degree, in international criminal law from the University of South Africa. His outstanding doctoral research findings and recommendations have continued to exert profound influence on the processes of the reform and restructuring of the International Criminal Court. The Council of Higher Education, CHE as we know it, here in South Africa, recently appointed Dr. Uwar to be a member of its panel of experts, mandated to conduct, amongst others, institutional site visits, monitoring processes, training, and teaching programs. For the past 8 years, Dr. Uwar has been a contributing member of the ICC Forum and the International Law and Human Rights Law Project at the University of California in Los Angeles in the United States. He's a long-standing member of the International Law Association. He won the prestigious HHM Merit Prize for being the best law student in the academic year of 1989-1990. He was admitted to the bar, like we call it, to practice as an advocate in 1995. He's currently in the process of finalizing the bar exams for further admission to practice law in the state of New York Bar in the United States. Dr. Uwar is also currently the founder director of the Center for International Criminal Justice. And listen to this, he writes here, I'm proud to be a part of the Stadio Law School, where he's the discipline leader, lecturer in international law, constitutional law, international human rights law, and administrative justice on the LLB program. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Dr. Milton Uwar.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that generous introduction. Just one correction. I hold a Doctor of Laws degree from the University of Pretoria, not the University of South Africa. I respect the University of South Africa. Just want to put that right. Yeah. It says spelling mistake. Thank you so much. The CEO, the distinguished faculty, dignified academic profession, families, friends, relatives, and all those who are present, ladies and gentlemen, above all, our graduates, all protocol observed. I wish to indicate that it is an incredible honor and privilege to be able to be here with you this evening, the ceremony, and share with you this joy of success. It is, in my view, the beginning of another journey after the conclusion of another one that you just said. My own assessment is that it is a unique blend of past legacies and the future that we are proceeding on. So I share with you this moment. I've shared with some of you the journey up to this point, very emotive journey, very touching, and I've seen how difficult it has been for some of you and how resilient, but we shall address that one very soon. All right. So congratulations to our graduates. You have worked so hard, and I know that. And I wish to request you to make a round of applause for yourselves and for your families. We are gathered here as witnesses to that incredible success that you've just achieved. And we know that that success did not come easy. It came through resilience and your faithfulness to your dream. As our icon, the late Mandela said, the winner is a dreamer who never gives up. You never gave up. A round of applause for you. So in my view, my humble assessment, this graduation ceremony is, in my humble assessment, a constitution of credible, irrefutable, irrebuttable evidence that you have succeeded in what you sought to do after hard work and long time of that hard work. All right. 3 years ago, I was invited as a guest speaker to a congregation of young LLB and LLM students and the faculty at a university in another continent, which I may not mention now, institution. But I was assigned a particular topic. The topic was international human rights law and overview. That was very easy because my parameters had been predetermined, sealed. However, what I'm experiencing today is a whole different ballgame as a keynote. So I've had about 4 weeks since I was told to deliver a keynote speech, 4 weeks of real, what I would call intellectual, I wouldn't know how to describe that, but I've gone through a stage that I've learned something because I've jumped from one thematic focus to the other, just to determine what would be appropriate for this forum. And in other words, I've been able to delve into the realm of metaphysics and even the oblivion. But what I learned from this, which I need, which is good for you, is that indecision is not necessarily a bad thing after all. It affords you an opportunity to have a retrospective glance, introspective analysis, and prospective view of what the set of facts that have been given to you, a factual interpretation, before you come up with the outcome to resolve the decision. So I came up ultimately with a resolution to the decision, and I had my theme, which I'll deal with today. This theme is very contemporary because of circumstances we're going through the globe. I want you to know that you're not just a citizen of South Africa or Namibia, but you are a citizen of this world. You're a global citizen. That's very critical. As an international lawyer, I've had exposure to my duties. I've been to 17 countries on 5 continents since my graduation 30 years back with my LLB. And those travels, which were academic, some of which were professional, others were mere pleasure, I learned quite a lot. And I would want to just underscore the fact that you are incredibly fortunate to be in this country, South Africa, as South Africans, because of what exists here. One of which is that you have a booming economy. You have within that booming economy where you'll be joining or you've already joined, we have a stable political structure, which is supported by rule of law principles. For those of you who are in my class are fully versed with this, because I know we produce some of the best lawyers now here. The rule of law, which is jealously guarded by a very, very erudite judiciary, very brilliant judges in this country, and also monitored by a very vibrant civil society. And that's not all. We have a very active citizenry. We have South Africans who are very, very active in trying to demonstrate the rights that they need to have protected. Now, why am I saying this? It is critical for you to know, because as you travel, you get to appreciate in retrospect what is good that you think you take for granted in the country. We have beyond South Africa, these benefits are not being enjoyed. We are in an ocean of turmoil, political turmoil, turbulence, pandemonium. We have states run by a hardcore generation of autocrats, despots, persons who don't respect the principle of the rule of law. And they preside over their citizens with audacious alacrity, without any fear of any impunity, with impunity. And so this is not happening here because South Africa has evolved into a system that is very, very credible as a first world country. And it shines in the world as an example. A round of applause for this country. Now, as we celebrate, I just want to turn my mood a little bit because of the circumstances on the globe. I just said you are a global citizen. You know what's going on right now in Gaza as we speak. We know what has been going on between Ukraine and Russia. We have trained you. Stadio has some of the best professors and lecturers who have gone through. You must consider yourself incredibly lucky to have been through their hands. And we believe you're well equipped with skills to handle the issues on an international level, on a global level. This is what I want to urge you more and more to get involved in matters that affect other parts of the world that ultimately affect South Africa. Now, some of you as lawyers, as law enforcement, as economists, you need to strive to look at issues from a broader context of the globe and try to see what role you can play in this. We have, currently I'm a chairman and the director of Center for International Criminal Justice, which is a center of professors internationally, professors of international law and international criminal law. And we have projects that we pursue. I am actually right now spearheading 3 very critical projects, which I want to share with you because it's critical to see the perspective in which I'm talking about. The Ukraine-Russian war. Our project is basically peace resolution. If you look at now the current issue of the Gaza, the Palestinian and the Israeli war, we don't take sides. I don't take sides in this. I look at the legal principles and be able to print them, interpret them and present them from that perspective. When you look at the UN Charter, for example, let's take Article 2, Sub-Article 4. Most of you know that, those who took international law in the class, that the use of force is prohibited. However, as in all cases, there are exceptions to every law. And when you look at Article 51 of the same charter, you'll notice that there are provisions for self-defense. What we are now tussling with is nexus between self-defense and how that relates to the right for self-determination with respect to Gaza. So I wouldn't want to go into details. I'm just trying to heighten your perception, to begin looking at views more internationally and to see where you fit in. The third project that I'm dealing with concerns how the International Criminal Court should be able to participate more proactively in the issues of the states, member states. Part of my doctoral research related, I recommended that the ICC should be restructured. That was some years back. I'm happy to say that last week, on the 6th of October, the ICC prosecutor announced that he's come up with a policy on complementarity and cooperation with states. And he would want to see how they can assist the states to be able to fight impunity. As we know, we have serious issues like war crimes, crimes against humanity. We have crimes of aggression. All these are issues that we may think are affecting other countries, but in a way, they spill over to our countries. That's why we have cases of refugees. We have, situations where presidents cannot visit, like the recent case of Putin not being able to come into the country. So all I'm saying is, I want to put you into a situation. Much as we are celebrating, you have a responsibility ahead. You should begin looking at the world from a wider perspective. Don't look at yourself as a citizen of South Africa, but you belong to the citizenship of human race or humankind, and try to apply the skills that you have towards this. Most speakers, of course, keynote speakers want to talk about resilience. We want to talk about connections. I don't want to get into that now, because I know you're smart enough. You being there means you're really smart. You made it up to that point. But one caution, you don't just have to spend all your time trying to prove that you're smart. I would advise that you don't spend that inordinate time establishing that you're smart, because you're already smart and that is not in dispute. You need to seek to be wise. Why? There's a difference. The smart mind already knows what the answers are. The wise mind always asks questions to get the right answers, the right questions for the answers. And that is what I want you to do. Thank you so much, and shalom.
Dr. Awar, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for taking the time out this afternoon to come talk to us and sharing your wisdom and your experience with us. We really do appreciate that. Grajani Diblambandi, guess what? The time has come. That moment that you've dreamed about while toiling over assignments and exams, you've done it. It's now the time, the end of the road for this qualification. So to that effect, I now request Dr. Mosanogi to present the names who appear on the program.
Good afternoon, everyone. You are all requested to smile as you approach the stage, graduates, families and friends. You are more than welcomed to applaud each and every graduate as they pass through the stage. And on that note, I'm going to request that you start practicing your smile. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the higher certificate in preschool education on the following students. The certificate is an NQF level 5 qualification with 126 credits and a minimum of 8 modules. Roselle Becker passed with 4 distinctions. The persons whose names were not read but appear in the program receive their qualification in absentia. Can we give them a round of applause? I thank you. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer a higher certificate in management on the following students. The certificate is an NQF level 5 qualification with 120 credits and 6 modules. Nice. Humulimo Siputukela. Tabang Sipunyela. Let's use mine. Watch the camera. Eyetu Shazi. Meite Sibas. Nandi Sineke passed with 3 distinctions. Wilfred Sono. Beverly Salt. Don't forget to smile. Yamukheti Teteme. The persons whose names were not read but appear in the program receive their qualifications in absentia. Can we give them a round of applause? Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the higher certificate in paralegal studies on the following students. The certificate is an NQF level 5 qualification with 120 credits and 6 modules. Smile. Pakiso Shuma. There you go. Mangwana Shutolo. Smile. Wana Tanza. Selmarie Penter passed with cum laude and 4 distinctions. She has donated a distinction card to me, so I'll keep it. Andrian Zile. The persons whose names were not read but appear in the program receive their qualification in absentia. I thank you. Can we give them a round of applause? Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the diploma in management on the following students. The diploma is an NQF level 6 qualification with a minimum of 360 credits and 14 modules. Lisizi Ranti. Boniseni Rachivadelo. There is nothing wrong to allulate and clap hard. Tobeka Sam. Lydia Sam. Raleho Sibone. Wipilo Sililo. Natalen Sinne. Keep practicing the smile, keep practicing the smile. Yeah, Khaleti Sinukwani. Vincent Shabalala. Benjamin Shabangu. Roseanne Sherman. Stephen Shirinda. Beautiful spray. Donald Shupi. Sibonelo Sitole. Nomasomi Situ Ngaye. Monique Smith. Smile to the camera. Tebogo Somo. Yeketseng Songongo. Look at the smile. Jacobus Steenkamp. Peladi Chebe passed with 7 distinctions. Rebecca Chale. Ntabiseng Tlake. Nompume Totose. Keep practicing the smile. Zukiswa Chiasa. Mufunwa Chivinde. Camera. Doris Tailana passed cum laude with 8 distinctions. Carlo van der Merwe. Tandeka Totoshe. Viwe Saula. Lindiwe Zulu. Mongani Zwani passed cum laude with 8 distinctions. The persons whose names were not read but appear in the program received their qualifications in absentia. Can we give them a round of applause? I thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mosanogi. And well done to all that have walked past the stage here. I now request Dr. Johan Redlinghuis to present the names who appear in the program.
Thank you very much. I think I was invited to the wrong ceremony. Because Mr. Foster here said, I thought it was going to come to a celebration and happiness and smiles, but it seems like a funeral. Or you're scared you have to hand in assignments, or we're going to fight with you. Because remember now, in 20 years' time, when you look at these photos that they take here of the audience, your grandchildren is going to say, yo, who made you so angry? Was it a class? Because no one applauds here, and no one smiles. This gentleman that before me, he tried to let you smile. So I want us all to please celebrate. You know what to celebrate. If you win the lotto, what are you going to do? Go home and work on your car. You're going to buy a new car. Am I right? Right, let's start it and let's applaud one another, please. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the grade R teaching on the following students. The diploma is an NQF level 6 qualification with 390 credits and 29 modules. Let's give them a hand. Let's see if you can do that. Very nice. Daniel Davies. Sorry. Maria Durov. I still see angry people standing here. Eh? You can't be angry now. You must be happy. Uriadi Malikani. That's it. Keletso Mati. Very nice smile. That's it. Okay, now listen here. Nicole Pali passed cum laude with not 2, not 3, 24 distinctions. Well done. The persons whose names were not read but appeared in the program received their qualification in absentia. I thank you. Let's give them a hand. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the advanced diploma in management on the following students. The advanced diploma is an NQF level 7 qualification with 120 credits and 6 modules. Right, let's give them a hand so long. Don't look at me, you make me nervous. Look at the camera. Charlene Abrams. Hold on. That's a smile, eh? Show them, especially the lot there. Bridget Chauke. No, Russell, not for me, please. Russell Edwards. Hold on. Magdalena Hofman. I don't. Small, right? Wendeka Jaga. Done. Okay. Magdalena Jackson. Well done. Lizelle Janse van Rensburg. Well done. She says I can't say this. I'm going to try, ne? What are you going to do if I can do that? Kolile Kumalo. See, I like a challenge, eh? I can even do the vendor names now. You can ask Dr. Ntombeni here. Patricia Lusunzi. Hold on. Ramolosiwa Balope. Well done. That's a small. Diesel Magier. Well done. Come near. I can't see your teeth, eh? Please. Tabiso. No. Tabiso Monchosi. Well done. Now you must applaud them. I can't hear, eh? I'm also a bit deaf. That's it. Dikeledi Mpebe. Well done. You're still angry. There's two that's very angry there. Mbunwayini Msiza. Well done. You thought you're going to get me there. I like this man's beard. Mine must be like that one day. Mushayatama Ndo. Well done. Mpumelelo Panchwa. Nervous, eh? I must be nervous. You can't be nervous. Lebohang Piri. Well done. Jerenice Pretorius. Sonnet Prinsloo. Saipati Katolo. Hold on. Chiriletso Sipokodi. Hold on. That's it. Come, show us. Lebogang Sepeng. Well done. I hope you smile. That's better. Right, okay, he says he's going to challenge me. Let's see. Kahlolo Chiane. Is that good? Matibi Chabalala. Well done. Puti Chivhazi. Come, let's give them a hand. Let's give them a hand. Everyone. Okay. Jabulani Kasa passed cum laude with 4 distinctions. Well done. Stembile Zikali. Polekani Zikubu. The persons whose names were not read but appear in the program receive their qualification in absentia. I thank you. Let's give them a hand. A proper hand. That's it. Mr. Chief Executive Officer, I request you to confer the postgraduate certificate in education in senior phase and further education and training teaching on the following students. Postgraduate certificate is an NQF level 7 qualification with a minimum 128 credits and 8 compulsory modules. Let's give them a hand so long. That's it. Thank you. Nicoletta Gregoria. Well done. Give her a hand. Give her a hand. And that was a nice smile. Eh? Do you agree? That's it. That's what I want. Let's see if you can do it. Ntengizeni Lutada. Right. Eldridge Martinez. Well done. Smile, eh? Jocelyn van Staden. Well done. The persons whose names were not read but appeared in the program receive their qualification in absentia. I thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Redlinghuis. Sorry, I have to adjust the mic. I wasn't born over a long weekend. So I'm built close to the ground. But you know what? When we fight and we lie down together, we are equally tall. One is not taller than the other one when we lie down. I now request Dr. Oosthuizen to present the names that appear in the program.
Thank you, Professor Maynard, Mr. CEO. I request you to confer the Bachelor of Arts in Law on the following student. The degree is an NQF level 7 qualification with 370 credits and 21 modules. Innocent Jawoma. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the Bachelor of Business Administration on the following students. The degrees and NQF level 7 qualification with 370 credits and 19 modules. Ntokwa Sefume. Patricia Sejamoholo. Emmanuel Seleteri. Tungufatsene Semata. Olfa Shabangu. Ulrike Shiva. Ichehu Shilaluke. Lucas Shipalalana. Inyiku Sitole. Nokwazi Tafeni. Mokwele Tobejane. Thank you. Thank you. Zukiswa Uneku. Tyrell Finter. The persons whose names were not read but appear in the program received their qualification in absentia. Thank you. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the Bachelor of Policing Practices on the following students. The degrees and NQF level 7 qualification with 365 credits and 16 modules. Edimiwe Sekopolo. Patty Sekefa. Debbie Seoke. Katlego Serobanyane. Itumeleng Setemane. Teresa Sebuta. Hoitumelo Sigwili. Jalitsi Setupi. Sherub Satiba. Wait a moment, just come back. Yandiswa Smith. Timbenkosi Sono. Zuko Stofile. Dumiseng Swana. Lindiwe Tau. Spusiso Tabete. Deviki Taffer passed with 9 distinctions. Nonkazimulu Twala. Amos Choteti. Polokeng Tuane. Gregory Whitlow. Rudy Williams. Mandisa Kamle. Sipesihle Swane. The persons whose names were not read but appear in the program receive their qualification of censure. Thank you. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the Bachelor of Commerce in Law on the following students. The degrees and NQF Level 7 qualification were 400 credits and 21 modules. Esther Ndlovu. Matotsi Nefale. Dinadzanga Nefari. Willer Ngozo. Reshma Singh. Runel Singh. Satishwa Yapi. The persons whose names were not read but appear in the program receive their qualification of censure. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Wisterson. I now request Dr. Mosanogi to present the names that appear on the program. Dr. Murumo.
Good afternoon once again. Graduates who have already passed the stage, you are all more than welcome to clap your hands as your fellow graduate passes through the stage. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the Bachelor of Education in Foundation Phase Teaching on the following students. The degree is an NQF Level 7 qualification with 516 credits and 40 modules. Jessica Bosch, passed cum laude with 32 distinctions. Thank you. Isel votes. Shanae King, passed cum laude with 27 distinctions. Samantha McDonald, passed cum laude with 30 distinctions. Congratulations. Andrina Oldsmas, passed cum laude with 30 distinctions. Well done. Jessica Potgieter. Well done. Jaidin Sonekus. Shaline Strobel. Habiba Chokan, passed cum laude with 31 distinctions. Well done. Chris Marie van Rensbeck. Roxane Foster, passed cum laude with 34 distinctions. Oh, well done. Candice Wamju, passed cum laude with 38 distinctions. That's study for you. That's study for you. Keep smiling. Vanita Fester Dale, passed with 30 distinctions. Well done. Felicia Tracy Skite. Cherise Mula, cum laude, 27 distinctions. Well done. The persons whose names were not read but appear in the program receive their qualification in absentia. As we give them a round of applause, I thank you. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the Bachelor of Business Administration honors on the following student. The degree is an NQF level 8 qualification with 132 credits and 9 modules. Give them a round of applause. Matoti Ramachimbila. Michael Sikunkuru, passed cum laude with 6 distinctions. Zakele Chabalala. Mafela Chivaze. Ruan Fanikar. Lucia Zikalala. Patrick Zondiwa. Did you smile? Beautiful smile. Maria Zwani passed with 4 distinctions. Well done. The persons whose names were not read but appear in the program receive their qualification in absentia. As we give them a round of applause, I thank you. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the Bachelor of Law LLB on the following students. The degree is an NQF level 8 qualification with 255 credits and 16 modules. As we give them a round of applause. Smile. Bongani Mtetwa. As you smile, Ntsini Muliwa. Lawyers, please don't be too serious, lawyers. Please. Useletso Ndlovu passed with 9 distinctions. Well done. Zama Ntanda passed with 13 distinctions. As we enhance the rule of law. That's smile again. Zwele Ratsipuni. As you smile, my Lord. Jacob Sebatana. Sebatani. There you go. It had to be. Raisha Superstar Sat passed Super Sat passed cum laude with 9 distinctions. My Lord. Is it camera or Kerem? Senzo Shezi. Well done. It says it. Raquel Shole passed with 8 distinction. Judy Sibia. Thank you, Cancer. Nkanyiso Sithole. They cut your worship. Sipho Tumo passed with 8 distinctions. The persons whose names were not read but appear in the program receive their qualification in absentia. As we give them a round of applause, I thank you. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the higher certificate in preschool education on the following student. The certificate is an NQF level 5 qualification with 126 credits and a minimum of 8 modules. Round of applause. Darlene Estenhazen. Thank you.
Thank you to Dr. Bosanogi. And I must now admit, I do feel a whole lot safer in the hall. Because we got teachers, we got managers, we got policemen, mapolisa, and we got lawyers. Thank you very much to all of you. We feel safe. I now request Dr. Oosthuizen to present the awards for the top achievers.
Thank you, Professor Meinhardt. Mr. CEO, I wonder how many of the students knew that there's going to be such awards the day that they registered. Because I was listening here to all the distinctions and the cum laudes. I think that we should tell them the day that they register, that there is something waiting at the end. I think the competition was very tough tonight. So, Mr. CEO, it's with great pleasure that I present to you the top achievers for tonight. Graduates who achieved a minimum overall grade average of 75% for their program on their first attempt are eligible for consideration for these awards. The top achievers are hereby acknowledged for their outstanding academic excellence in the following programs. In the Bachelor of Laws, the top overall achievement was by Anthony James van Straten with 82.86% average. Unfortunately, he could not be here tonight, so the award is in absentia. The second award for top overall achievement in the Bachelor of Education in Foundation Phase Teaching with an average mark of 84.13%, Candace Wamdu. And you will recall that she achieved 38 distinctions.
Thank you, Dr. Oosthuizen, and well done to our top achievers. But I want to add, give yourself a round of applause because you are all achievers. I now request Mr. Riska Knutse to do the congratulatory address.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What a joyous occasion, and what a sight. I feel privileged to stand here and look out into a sea of happy faces. There's nothing more uplifting and energizing than a graduation ceremony. Let me start off by saying congratulations. On behalf of Stadio, your lecturers, and your administration staff, congratulations. Not only have you dreamed of success, but you have also made it happen. For many of you, it has been several years of hard work to earn your place at this graduation ceremony. However long it has been, I'm sure you can all remember the day you enrolled at Stadio, either at our campus or from wherever you lived at that time. Can you remember the anxiety of not knowing what lay ahead? The excitement when you were admitted to the program of your choice? Receiving your first study guide and looking at the list of tasks and due dates. Then the day of your first exam, the nerves, and the relief when you recognize the questions, the long wait for the exam results. The student journey is one of hard work, sacrifice, perseverance, and commitment. Many of you are employed and will have had to balance the demands of full-time employment and family life and studies in between. For all of you, there must have been weekends when you had to tell friends or family that you had to stay home to complete an assignment or to study. Maybe there were even days when you were ready to quit. Yet all of you sitting here today found that extra strength and that much needed time to tackle your studies and to successfully achieve your qualification. Many students dropped out because they couldn't cope with the pressure, but you persevered. And for that, we all salute you. But you did not get to today's occasion on your own. You were supported by parents, family, and hopefully some inspiring lecturers. Some of your loved ones even work long hours to fund your studies. Others drove you to campus or printed out your assignments for you. Sometimes it simply took a "how are you doing" from a colleague or a friend to keep you going. I want to encourage you to take a moment today to reflect on who those people are that contributed to your journey. If they are not here with you today to celebrate with you, take the time to phone them and to share your gratitude. Gratitude improves our quality of life many times over. Speaking about gratitude, if you have received a degree today, you need to appreciate the fact that you're one of the privileged South Africans who have a tertiary degree. Less than 10% of all South Africans have achieved what you have achieved today for a variety of reasons. Use your achievement to inspire someone else in your family or in your community. The late President Nelson Mandela said that when you let your own light shine, you unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. At Stadio, we are unashamedly committed to social development. You are the hands and feet of Stadio in the community. We have confidence that as one of our graduates, you are equipped and competent to use your education to change lives. In closing, thank you for choosing Stadio as your education partner. We certainly hope we have inspired you to continue with your studies and to continue to chase your dreams. We congratulate you on your success and we wish you well on your journey. Mahatma Gandhi said, "Be the change you want to see in the world." Go out and make Stadio proud. Ladies and gentlemen, I will ask you to rise for the singing of the national anthem and then to please remain standing to enable the CEO to dissolve the congregation and for the academic procession to leave the hall. Please rise for the singing of the national anthem.
By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I now dissolve this congregation.